One of the many benefits of SustainED is how knowledgeable they are about all of the HQIM that Dallas ISD has adopted over the last 2 years. Through their support, we've become more capable we've become more capable educational leaders. We've been able to support our staff more intentionally. Our staff have also had the opportunity to sit in on PDs led by SustainED leaders. SustainED has run some of our PLCs for us. Again, going back to that targeted, customized support. So for some of our leaders, we were new to Amplify, we were new to Eureka, and we would sit with our SustainED partners and they would walk us through, this is how you're going to run your PLC, this is how you can internalize this, and then this is how to roll it out to teachers. So the impact of that has been that all of our teachers feel like they can exhale. They don't feel like this is just this Herculean task that they have to take on their own. All of my teachers feel like they are capable and are capable of implementing this curriculum.
Well, I think it's unique because, especially with Dallas, we went through 2 new curriculums, and SustainED had experience in those 2 curriculums, but more importantly, where the gaps were going to occur, like with the support and teacher understanding and admin understanding. And so we were able to kind of be super targeted on kind of breaking that storming stage of kind of learning the curriculum and then understanding how to actually use it as an instructional tool versus just reading kind of what you see. And I think they helped us cut a lot of learn time for our team, and we were able to do that quicker than anybody around us.
On our first year implementing Eureka and Amplify, obviously there was a learning curve in which we were getting acquainted to the curriculum, getting acquainted to the rigor in the curriculum, and the different components that it had. Thanks to SustainED, we were able to accelerate that learning curve and quickly and faster refine what we were expecting to see in the classrooms. At the same time, that allowed the teachers to faster absorb the classroom and get adapted to the demands that a rigorous curriculum has.
They spend a lot of time understanding the background of my students, the academic background of the schools, and they align it to what is the resources that this is providing to the reality of my campus. So first, like I said, making sense of this high quality materials, right? Internalize it as an instructional leader so I can translate that to my teachers, and also understanding ways of modifying without lowering the rigor, right? Strategically, bring it to life without losing the essence of the program and the greatness of high quality material. So, and beyond that, also how I'm gonna roll it out to teachers. So the rehearsing, the making, like I said, big for me was understanding before I presented to teachers. So that makes sense, was very impactful.
So with alignment with Dallas ISD and our awesome curriculum that we have this year, Eureka, Amplify, and Carnegie, they've come in and helped us internalize how to best implement the curriculum, partnering with the professional development that we've had with the district. I think a key way that they helped at the onset is how do we as leaders take each curriculum and internalize it ourselves and customize it in a way that is digestible for the teachers and for the students, in turn allowing us to have one-on-one or PLC meetings where we're able to discuss the planning process, the internalization process, and make it as easy as possible for the teachers.
The implementation of first internalizing and understanding the curriculum and where we are and what we needed to do helped us to know through instructional planning calendars, through standards approach, and looking at what the curriculum offered, we made it a viable curriculum. I think SustainED, they came in with a wealth of knowledge about where we needed to go, and it helped us to unpack and have more creative PLCs. It built more self-efficacy in the teachers and the leaders, and even with the students, because we knew the resources that were there, how to internalize it, and what we needed to do to implement effectively in the classroom.
When they came to us, when they worked with us, they were instrumental in the sense that, number one, they knew their curriculum, they knew what to look for, they knew what we needed to focus on to make sure that the implementation was accurate and successful. And they, when we went into a classroom to observe the curriculum, at the beginning I didn't know what to expect because I was very new to this curriculum. But thanks to SustainED, I was able to make sure that the observations were meaningful in the sense of, like, you need to look for this, you need to, make sure that this is happening. And so they created an environment of support that was non-evaluative, right? So there was a lot of support in the sense of, like, guiding us through what that curriculum should look like in the classroom.
SustainED is an expert partner in regards to the connection of what is the curriculum and what is the Teacher Excellence Initiative. So by knowing both worlds, they understand how it is observed and how it is delivered and implemented, or the instruction to be delivered and implemented. So as we're having different instructional walks, we can discuss about the different domains in TEI. We can also discuss about the waterfall and how the waterfall is connected and how that is connected to instruction. The expected outcome of that, obviously, is that we have a more refined feedback to teachers and with more actionable next steps for the implementation. SustainED helped us that, and I guess the impact is instructional in terms of the academics, but also in terms of culture, because teachers already know what is expected of them, and when expectations are clear, they feel better.
So SustainED really helped us to understand the components of change management. Again, going back to shrinking the change and looking at HQIM in a systematic way, and aligning it to the things that the teachers had really been wanting for the last few years. So once teachers could see this is high quality instruction, all I have to do is learn it in order to teach it, then they were on board. And I think SustainED was a big part of helping us to navigate that narrative in alignment with the district and district priorities, so that our teachers were aligned with what the outcome was going to be, which was high quality instruction and ultimately student achievement. And they were able to see for themselves that it made a difference. And a huge part of that was because of SustainED.